Good morning, everybody out there. Hope everybody had a great 4th of July and you were safe and got to spend it with your family. We definitely did. My little family and I were able to observe our local fireworks and cook a brisket and just enjoy the day. Cold beverages, etc. This is Ironhead. You're watching Dad's Garage HD. I appreciate you tuning in. I just wanted to touch a little bit on my bike. Got 4,260 miles. The bike has been in my garage for just about, let's see, 4 months. I do have an 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. I do most of my riding on the weekend. I try to commute with the bike. During the week when I have to go to the office, it's about a 70-mile one-way trip. So, you know, you got about 140, 150 miles on that. So I've been able to ride quite a bit. And even now that it's gotten hot, it's kind of limited a little bit. Of course, all the family stuff that goes on, the day-to-day, you know, just stuff in general. But I just wanted to do this video and kind of tell you guys where I'm coming from with this bike at 4,200 miles, fitting my life, and kind of review where we're at with this 2024 Harley Davidson Road Glide. If you watch my other videos, you can see that I have done quite a bit of modifications to everything, and personally I have kind of reformed this into my riding style and my personality. The bike itself is fantastic. There's nothing that I could really point out to that I do not care for, you know, with exception of the obvious stuff, of course, pricing, all that good stuff, and the typical Harley Davidson mumbo jumbo that we hear from everybody. But in all fairness, Harley gave you a lot of quality, a lot of quantity for the price that they have been over the past few years anyway. I know my 21, I paid just about as much, if not more. 21 Street Glide Special, I paid probably a little bit more than what I paid for this one. And it held its value very nicely. I was pleased with my local dealerships trade in getting me into this one. So you can't say, not everybody can say that, so I do want to point that out. But for the most part, they've made them pretty affordable. I think they run around 30K, maybe a little less if you have a trade-in and stuff, and I don't know what you have put on your bike or whatever at the time of purchase, but for the most part, they're about 30K to get into this thing. Some less, some more, depending on the dealership, I guess. I have noticed, as I'm sure you have, if you have a 24 Road Glide or a Street Glide, that most of the Harley Davidson parts that fit these are dealer exclusive, meaning you can only go through that dealer to get that part. They kind of cornered the market, and that's kind of been their thing, with the, you know, with the exception of a few things, you know, the aesthetics, windshields and seats, stuff like that are starting to come out for these 24s. But there for a while it was slim pickets. You could only use the Harley Davidson products, and you could only get them from Harley Davidson. And it's not always been the case that you had to go to your dealer and pay your dealer whatever they're asking above whatever Harley's asking for. So my dealership is very fair with me when I come to purchasing parts, so I'm very pleased with my relationship, because they know I'm going to spend the money and I'm going to go to them for most of the parts, especially when it comes to wanting Harley-Davidson quality. But where do you draw that line, right? You know, Harley-Davidson quality, Amazon, JP Cycles, all those Revzilla, yeah. So even if they are Harley-Davidson, you can bet you're going to get your quality if they're Harley-Davidson named. And I'm sure there are some exceptions out there, like, you know, the Trask and all of those big names that do provide for Harley-Davidson, that are starting to come out with some of the really nice parts. Harley-Davidson controls all of that, and they have good quality. So it's just the pricing, right? It's all the pricing, but I think it's that way with everything. I own a 2023 Suzuki Hayabusa. In order to get anything for that thing, anything adjusted, anything mechanic-wise, any service, you name it, it's very, very expensive. $400 service to change oil and do the break-in service. So I just decided I'm going to do that stuff on my own. Back to the Road Glide here. The Road Glide, my review of this Road Glide is, it fits me perfect. The power, the ability to change the riding modes depending on riding conditions, just the overall, the suspension adjustment, although not perfect, it's much better than it has been on previous models. So I'm very happy with everything at 4,263 miles. Have not had any issues with the motorcycle drivetrain at all. I would give Harley a 4.5 out of 5 so far at 4,263. That's kind of where I'm coming from. And let me tell you why it's not closer to a 5. I'm still having issues with the Skyline OS. The connection to CarPlay with my phone, and I have tried everything, you name it, I've tried it. I've called Apple. We've done resets. We've done software upgrades. We've done just about anything you can imagine to that phone to see if there is an issue with the CarPlay connection software. And what we've derived everything down to is that no, the phone is fine. It works in my truck. It works in my wife's car. It works everywhere but here on the Skyline OS. And it works here okay too. If you notice, it's all plugged in. And I've got it plugged in because that's the most secure or stable connection that I can find to do to it. And that's that's just not the way it's advertised. Nevertheless, I've been on the phone with Harley support, as I've stated in other videos, and there's still no fix. There's nothing coming out, or is out, let me say. There's nothing that is out presently that fixes this, and if there is, I don't know about it. I've watched YouTube constantly looking for things like this to make sure that I have the latest and greatest. That way I can repair anything that seems to be wrong that anybody else is experiencing. But if anybody else knows any different, please comment, because there is nothing to fix this. I've been on the phone with them 3 times. They've taken me down, they've given me a case number to provide them information as it comes. I've tried different things. I've tried the dongle under the seat. The best thing that happened with that dongle, and you watch that video, is I was able to free up the front port here to be able to charge my phone and have a more stable CarPlay connection. As you can see, CarPlay is running right now. It's connected. This is Waze. But it's not perfect. It will disconnect. And what happens is I have to unplug it, wait for a minute, plug it back in. Come on, guys, there gotta be a fix for this, right? At least that's... Anyway. Alright, so that's the con. That is the only thing that I can say. And look, if that's the only thing that's wrong with this bike from here until never, I'm okay with that. I'm alright with that. There's a fix coming soon. That's the only thing that I can complain about at this moment. That's fantastic. The motor runs fine. I love the Harley-Davidson Wedge air cleaner that I put on here and the tuner to accompany that. It's made it very, very, what's the word? Responsive. So I just wanted to drop this video out to you guys, let you know my impressions for 4,266 miles. The road sofa, the windshield, the stereo system, that was all on me. That's what I wanted to do to my bike. It wasn't a must-have or you have to, unless, you know, you don't value the buffeting was an issue, the radio was an issue, and the comfort for long hauls was an issue for me riding two of them. And that's all fixed. I fixed those things. All I need to do is get this Skyline OS fixed, and I'm in business. Anyway, guys, I want to thank all of you for watching my videos, listening to me rant. Hopefully there's some good information in it for anybody that does watch the videos. If you want to continue watching, I'd appreciate a subscription. Just hit that subscribe button and you'll be notified when I post. And also, if you like the video, please give it a like, man. It does help my channel, trying to grow this thing. It is a hobby, and I'm having a good time talking with all my subscribers and my future subscribers. But I do appreciate anybody that's already hit that button, and anybody that's considering. Until next time, stay safe.